Let's talk about gravel tires. And this is the Panaracer GravelKing SK. Many of you who've listened to all our podcasts will recall that I discovered the GravelKings, or actually, I don't know if we've podcasted about this before, but I happily discovered the GravelKings after I flatted out of the lead group in the 2017 Crusher in the Tusher. And for all of you that have done that, they done the Crusher, you know the section I'm talking about. It occurs at mile 25. It's after you've crested that first climb and you're hauling ass. You're doing like, you're doing like 30, 35 miles an hour, but you're surfing this somewhat, it's like 3 to 4 inch deep gravel. So it feels like you're going 50 miles an hour and your bike is like floating. And, usually most people crest that climb and they're chasing back on. So you really want to let the brakes go. But anyway, in 2017, trained my ass off, lost all the weight, did all the right things. And I flatted in that section, flatted out of the front group, and it was a sidewall flat, and not like a flat on the tread, like we're talking over here, like I just had grazed by a piece of gravel, and it just like sliced it like that, and it was so big that the stands couldn't even seal it back out, and that was that. I tried to like change the tire and put in a tube, and it was just a comedy of errors after that. So in 2018, I went back, trained my ass off again, lost all the weight, and this time I used the GravelKings, and there was some really strong guys that year. I didn't crest the first climb in the lead group, so when it came time for that descent, I opened it up. You gotta, that's the chance, that's the part of the course where you have a chance to chase back on, and I was able to catch back on to the lead group on that section. I just looked back at my Training Peaks file before we went live. I was doing about 35 miles an hour. And, everyone who's done that section knows what I'm talking about. That's where everyone flats. That's where, you go really fast. It's a little bit, that's like the diciest part of the course, in my opinion. And these GravelKings did wonderful money. I bombed that section. I didn't even worry about it. It didn't even come close to flatting. And so it was a good day. And so these are the 35 millimeters. These are Tubeless Ready. And then what makes these great is I mentioned the sidewall protection. They have this, it's called ProTite Shield Plus. And that is the sidewall protection. That is the layer of like fabric or rubber that they put underneath here, and it's thin, so it maintains a supple feel. Like when your tire bounces, it squishes right in here, and if it's really stiff and bulky, it's gonna feel like you're riding on like rubber tires, not like supple tires. And so it maintains a supple feel. It doesn't add too much weight, and it prevents you from sidewall protection. And if you've paid attention to our YouTube channel, you'll recall this past August, we did a little special equipment that I used for the Steamboat Gravel, and I ran 32 millimeter tubeless GravelKing SKs because that's what fit in my road bike at the time. I was adamant on riding my road bike because my road bike was light, and then I wanted the biggest tire to fit in there, which was 32s, and that's what I ran for Steamboat. And the GravelKings did great, the bike did great. And next year, we have the Cervelo Aspero, which is light, and it fits a little bit bigger tire, so it'll fit the 35 no problem. I'll probably run 38s at the like Dirty Kanza. And the other cool thing, like gravel racing these days is like mountain biking. Each course warrants or dictates a different tire choice, based on what you're facing. Some gravel races are super rowdy. Some gravel races are not. And like Steamboat Gravel, 32 millimeter was awesome. And then I will say this, there were some fast sections of Steamboat where having a 35, having these tire tread, the knobs, it gives you confidence when you're going 35 miles an hour downhill, and you're making a turn. And this is what gives you these knobs give you the confidence. Panaracer does make a GravelKing with that doesn't have this for less rolling resistance. Basically, it's a smooth, and that's like something you're going to use for like a Belgian Waffle ride, which is a lot of pavement. And then when you are off road, it's it's hard pack. And and then what makes the Belgian Waffle ride a little bit different is that there's like some mountain bikey sections, and even like some sections where you need to dismount and get off your bike. So for that race, it's like you kind of need to use mountain bike shoes and pedals, and so to facilitate getting off and hike biking. Whereas like a Crusher and the Tusher, a Steamboat, or Rebecca's, you don't get off the bike at all. That's like road shoes, road pedals for maximum power transfer. So, but anyway, I digress. But the GravelKings are the bomb. I have never flatted these, so I'm pretty happy about that. And yeah, you'll hear us talking a lot more about the Panaracer GravelKings in 2020. They go all the way up to 50 cc for that super rowdy mountain bike race, maybe like a Grinduro or the Oregon Trail race, maybe something up in New England. But they also go down to 32s for, basically maybe a more tame race. And then they have the smooth GravelKing for the, basically your off-road dirt road racing. So yeah, Excel Sport sells them. That's why we're talking about them. They're going to be a brand partner for Fast Cat in 2020, and I'm very excited about that.